Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Difa Imandini with NPM 234111046. On this occasion, I will present material based on the topics specified in the courses I'm taking. The material I'll discuss relates to important, relevant concepts, both theoretically and in their real-world applications. I hope that the explanation I have provided can be understood well and is beneficial for all of us. Okay, next I will go into the material discussion. The influence of psychology on decision-making is a crucial aspect that explains how mental conditions, emotions, and ways of thinking affect the choices individuals make, especially in business and organizational contexts. In practice, decisions are not always purely rational, as people are often influenced by internal factors such as perception, motivation, experience, and external pressures. One key concept is cognitive bias, which refers to systematic patterns of deviation from rational judgment. Daniel Kahneman explains that humans rely on two systems of thinking, a fast, intuitive system and a slower, more analytical system. In many situations, individuals tend to use the fast system because it is efficient, but it is also more prone to errors. Examples include confirmation bias, where individuals favor information that supports their existing beliefs, and overconfidence bias, where they overestimate their own abilities or judgments. Emotions also play a significant role in decision-making. Feelings such as fear, anger, or excitement can strongly influence judgment. For instance, a manager under high pressure may make rushed decisions without fully analyzing available information. On the other hand, stable emotional conditions tend to support more rational and well-considered decisions. Another important factor is motivation and personal interest. Individuals often make decisions not only based on objective data but also influenced by personal goals, incentives, or expectations from superiors. In organizations, this can be seen in practices like budgetary slack, where managers intentionally underestimate revenues or overestimate costs to make targets easier to achieve. Social and cultural environments also shape decision-making. Group norms, peer pressure, and organizational culture can encourage individuals to conform to majority opinions, even when they personally disagree. This phenomenon is known as groupthink, which can reduce decision quality due to a lack of critical evaluation of alternatives. Overall, the psychological influence on decision-making shows that human decisions are not entirely objective. Therefore, it is important for individuals and organizations to recognize biases, manage emotions, and design systems that promote more rational and effective decision-making, such as relying on accurate data, encouraging open discussion, and evaluating multiple alternatives before making final decisions. Beyond these core aspects, the psychological influence on decision-making also involves how individuals frame problems and interpret available information. The concept of framing effect shows that the way information is presented can significantly alter decisions. For example, individuals may respond differently to a situation described as a 90% success rate compared to a 10% failure rate, even though both statements convey the same meaning. This demonstrates that decision outcomes are not only determined by the content of information but also by how it is communicated and perceived. In addition, heuristics play an important role in simplifying complex decision-making processes. Heuristics are mental shortcuts that help individuals make quick judgments without extensive analysis. While these shortcuts can be useful in saving time and effort, they often lead to systematic errors. For instance, the availability heuristic causes individuals to rely on information that is most easily recalled, which may not always be the most relevant or accurate. Similarly, the anchoring effect occurs when individuals rely too heavily on the first piece of information they receive when making decisions. Another dimension to consider is the role of stress and cognitive load. Under conditions of high stress or excessive information, individuals may experience reduced cognitive capacity, leading to poorer judgment and increased reliance on intuition rather than analysis. In organizational settings, tight deadlines, high workloads, and uncertainty can exacerbate these conditions, making it more challenging for decision-makers to evaluate alternatives thoroughly. As a result, decisions made under stress are often less optimal and more prone to bias. That is the explanation that I can convey regarding the material that has been discussed. From this discussion, it can be concluded that the topics studied have an important role in increasing our understanding, both from a theoretical and practical perspective. Hopefully this material can increase insight and be useful for all of us. I would like to thank you for the attention you have given. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.